Welcome to my channel to everyone who's new here, and of course to those of you who are back again, great to have you here. In this video we will take a look together at possible scenarios for the price development of Render, TAO, KAS and Ondo. Things remain exciting, so make sure to watch until the end. If you also want to trade with cheap taker fees, then I can recommend you the crypto exchange mexc, which has a similar trading volume to Bitget and Bybit, but as you can see, I already highlighted you it here, the taker fees are far much lower than on the other top crypto exchanges, and on top of that you can save another 20% on those low taker fees if you use my referral link, which you can find in the video description. 100 pairs, 0 fees just on mexc, and here you can trade some popular altcoins without any fees on mexc. So let's get to Render. We have predicted the price development of Render pretty good in my opinion. Here was our first red trend line where we have said if we break it to the downside, then we can expect getting into our circle area, which is the lower part of that panel. We also broke the $4.74 to the downside and dropped to $4.52. That's what we have also said. And we have said afterwards, if we break the $4.52 to the downside, then we should see the downside of the panel. If we lose the panel, then we should drop a lot. So we lost our panel, which is very negative. And you can see the price development already. We broke the panel to the downside. Let's take it from here. And we already lost 17%. I have warned you from that. But yeah, it is what it is. I think we also have now a good chart pattern, which is directing us to $3.25. This is this rectangle here. We broke it to the downside. We got our retest. And now target $3.25. We also have a fair value gap lower than that, down to $2.96. So I think this is going to be our target. We can still get a nice push to $4. If we break the $4 to the upside, then I think $4.30 is going to get interesting. But I want to see breaking the red trend line to the upside again. So I will make this trend line green. If we break this to the upside, which is, let me take here, wrong one, this one here, $4.52, then I would say we have a good chance getting back into the fair value gap, which is at round about $5.10 for Render. So let's get to TAO. It is kind of funny because I wanted to do this video 2 or 3 hours ago. I have seen here a panel and I would have said if it breaks to the upside, here was the retest, then we should go to $415 US. But afterwards we would have a double top pattern. So I can take out this panel. 2 key levels. $396 US. If that breaks to the downside, then the double top pattern would get activated. Target $378 US. If we get this, then we would just get a higher low to this one here. This would be positive and bullish. If we break the $415 US to the upside, then I think we have a good chance getting up to $444 US for TAO. So what about Casper? In my opinion, Casper is in a rising wedge. If it breaks to the downside, then the 8 cents is going to get very interesting again. So here's the price mark for the breakout. 8.5 cents have to hold. If they break to the downside, then we can see the 8 cents again. If we see the 8 cents like this, and we get afterwards a nice push to the upside, then we would have a double bottom pattern. If we break it afterwards to the upside, it would be positive. We don't have to break to the downside. We can also break to the upside. If we do, then we have fair value gaps from 8.7 cents up to 9 cents for Casper. Also, I will put you here some price marks. If we break the 9 cents also to the upside, then here the 9.5 cents is going to get very interesting. I don't want to jump into a long trade at the moment, but if I do, then I would put my stop loss here. So 2% can be lost, 11% can be made. Oh, it's even looking good. Maybe I would jump after this video into a long trade for Casper. So Ondo. Since we analyzed Ondo in the past, I want to zoom out and we'll show you what we have said here. We have said this might be a double top pattern. It broke to the downside, 86 cents is going to get the target. But if we get into the 86 cents, then, and we also lose it, then we have a fair value gap even down to 7.4 cents. Here was the circle. We already worked off a bit of that fair value gap. We got a bounce. We have also said if we lose the box, the purple one, then we should break down and should see the fair value gap getting filled. Right now we have a rising wedge in orange on the 50 minutes chart. If we break it to the downside at currently 8.1 cents, then we should drop to 7.8 cents, which is the low here. And then we have to see, is this going to be a double bottom pattern? Or are we also going to break to the downside and get the fair value gap filled, which we have on the 1 hour chart? Like I said, it reached down to 7.5 cents for Ondo. I can't be any kind of positive for Ondo because the 8.9 cents have to break to the upside. I don't see any kind of bullish chart patterns or anything near to it where I would say if we break this resistance to the upside, then it would be positive. I see it at 8.9 cents. It's still a huge way up. 8%. It might be also possible that we get to 89 cents. But then we have to see if this is just going to be the first down move, this the correction to the down move, and afterwards we get the fair value gap filled or even drop lower than that. We have to see it. We have to see what is going to happen. In my opinion, we still have to wait, look for new chart patterns developing over the time, and then Ondo would be tradable to the upside and also to the downside. Like I said, I just have here one chart pattern, 81.2 cents. If they hold, everything is fine. If they break to the downside, then a short trade is possible. And this would be still 3.5% without leverage. So I hope that I gave you some valuable information with today's updates. Like I said, I added AVAX, Casper, TAO into our daily updates. So let's see how the coins are going to perform and if you are interested in those kinds of in those kind of coins. If not, I will see it, I will replace them. But yeah, for now, let's keep it like that for the next weeks. And we see each other tomorrow.